Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Dre here. Welcome back to the channel. In today's episode, we're going to be focusing on Cale Makar and his career simulation. We're going to follow it all, see what NHL thinks about it. To me, he's a top 3 defenseman in the league with Quinn Hughes and Adam Fox. What about you guys? Let me know in the comments, where do you think he ranks? Top 4, top 3, top 2, and who else is up there with him. But this guy's just been a stud since he's come into the league, and he's just been holding it down. And I think he's going to get better. Right now, so he's a 96 overall, playing on the first line with Devin Taves, and he's age 24. So he's got a long way to go, and hopefully brings the Avs some cups, some hardware. We're going to get all those questions answered in this video, hopefully. We'll get to see him hoist the cup. And also, if you haven't already done so, please make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subs by the end of the year, and every bit helps. And like I mentioned, he's a franchise player, and he's a top 2 defenseman in NHL 24. He's got some elite edges. He's got the wheels, he's got the heat seeker, the seeing eye, send it in reverse. So this guy's got the package to basically light up in the NHL. And the Avalanche don't make the playoffs with 87 points only, missing it by 2 behind the Winnipeg Jets with a 40-35-7 record. But it's not because of Makar. Makar did his part. He ended up with 76 points in 78 games with 8 goals, 68 apples, and a plus 26. So that's pretty damn good. My man, you keep doing what you've been doing, and good numbers are going to happen. But the Lightning end up taking the Stanley Cup this year in 7 games over the Minnesota Wild. To me, surprise, surprise. So this year the Avs are back in the playoffs with a 49-30-3 with 101 points, being led by their all-star defenseman Cale Makar. 76 points again. Keep doing you, buddy. 8 goals, 68 dimes again. Seems like the same stats from last year, but I'm not complaining. You're getting this team into the playoffs, and they go all the way to the Stanley Cup to face the New York Rangers. They took care of the Kings in 6, the hard-fought battle against the Stars and the Canucks, edging them out in 7 games. Let's see what they do against the New York Rangers, but it was just too much. They ended up falling in 7 games to the Rangers. The Rangers did have an easier road to get there, only playing a handful of games. But Makar in 27 games was a point a game with 6 goals, 21 dimes, and plus 22. Again, Cale, I don't even have to say anything. And he ends up winning the James Norris trophy for his stats that he had that year. So good job, buddy. At least that's one hardware he wins. Now moving on to next season, he's still 96 overall, and he's on the first pair as always. Going to be out there lighting it up. Also, I'm going to keep the video short in the playoffs, just showing everything there. With 104 points, 47, 25, and 10, 82 games, the Avs are right back at it going into the playoffs. And Cale Makar pops 88 points right now with 10 goals, 78 assists in 82 games, and a plus 42 with Devin Taves. So those two guys were doing it. The Avs losing the Western Conference Final to the Canucks in 6. Florida wins it in 7. But again, they took care of the Calgary. The Arizona or the Utah put up no fight against them, but Calgary, Vancouver's too much. Cale Makar in 17 games, 1 goal, 15 assists, 16 points. You're not scoring the goals, but you're doing what you got to do. Still 96 overall, playing with Devin Taves on the first line. 27-year-old Makar. He's definitely been lighting it up, and I expect the same results. Once again, in the playoffs, 103, 50-29-3 record, so that's good enough to get him in there. Cale Makar is probably leading the team. Of course he is. 81 games played, 76 points, 7 goals, 69, plus 7. Again, you're meeting or exceeding expectations, but I want to see the bar go higher. Unfortunately, the Winnipeg Jets take care of the Avs in 7 games, and the Edmonton Oilers win the Cup in 5 over New Jersey. Makar in 7 games, 8 points, no goals. Buddy, I need you to at least score some goals to help this team go forward. But other than that, pretty good. Still 96, and he's 28 years old now, going into his season. And he signs a new contract with $13.4 million to stay in Colorado for 8 years. Colorado's doing enough for him to want to stay there and try to win this cup. And once again, the Avs are back in the playoffs with a 99 points, 45-28-9 record. So that's pretty good. Makar, once again, as the top scoring defenseman for them, pops 93 points this year, career's high. 82 games played, 11 goals, 82, plus 23. Avs lose on the first round, 7 games to the Wild. And the Devils win the Cup this year. But again, I don't know what's going on, Makar. Your team is just failing you, bro. 7 games played, 2 goals, 6 assists, plus 8. You're doing everything. There's no downside to your game. Again, he's back on the first line, 96 overall, age 29. In the peak of his prime, Makar helps the Avs back in the playoffs. 105 points, 49, 26, and 7 record. So that's pretty good. Makar, 81 games, 12, 77 for 89. Again, living up to standard at plus 48. I can't complain about those numbers. And they take care of the Canucks but then they fall to the Winnipeg Jets, who end up winning the Stanley Cup over the Ottawa Senators. No fight. Makar, 8 games, 2 goals, 5 assists, and 7 points. I can't complain about your performance. You've been exceeding what we're doing. And he wins the James Norris Trophy again. So that's 2 times in about 5 years he's got the Norris. And he's a 96 overall still. Now he's playing with Sam Girard on the first line at the age of 30. So let's see what happens. Maybe these guys can get some magic going and carry this Avalanche team back to the playoffs. 46-31-5 with 97 points, so that's pretty good. Makar leading the way with the defensemen, as always, because he's a stud. With 82 games played, 15 goals, 66 assists, 81 points. I can't complain again. Almost a point a game. You've been phenomenal. You're exceeding, but your whole team seems to be letting you down. No fight from the Coyotes. Take care of the Blackhawks, but they lose to the Edmonton Oilers in the Western Conference Final, who are the winners, and 7 over the Rangers. So good effort, but not enough. 16 games played, 4 goals, 17 points. Makar, stud, beast, machine. Another first line, 96 overall, but this time the Avs don't make it. We'll take this as a hiccup. 77 points, something must have happened out there. 80 points, 650 and 56. We'll chalk this up as a bad year. We'll throw this book out the window. We'll skip this. Very unexpected of you. Just maybe you had some stuff going on in real life. It is what it is. 95 overall, 32 years old, still on the first line with Girard. The Avalanche is back in the playoffs now, 94, 43, 31, and 8. That's a pretty good record to get in there. Makar, again, leads all defensemen on the Avalanche with points as he racks up 12 goals, 62 points, 82 games played for 74. That's more like the numbers I'm expecting to see. Big difference in you and John McLennan, over 50 points difference. And the Avs don't get past the second round in the Stars. The Jets, no fight, but the Sabres actually win the Stanley Cup, as the Avs are eliminated in the second round by the Stars. It's a shame. Makar, 11 games, 4 goals, 6 assists for 10 points, and a +7. But again, those numbers don't mean anything if your team isn't scoring up front. Now you got Shakir Mukhamadullin playing the first line of Makar's the 94 overall at the age 33. So he's getting up there in age, but he's been in the playoffs. Maybe this new defenseman, but the whole defense seems to be with 82 games played, they had 91 points, 40, 31, and 11 to get into the playoffs. And once again, Cale Makar, as expected, is going to leave the Colorado Avalanche in points with 11 goals, 54 for 65, and 80 games played. Next guy, 24 points. Bjorn Furt is the closest defenseman to him, over 40-point difference. Cale, I don't know what your team is doing out there for you, but buddy, you couldn't even put up a fight against the Stars. You bowed out in the first round, and the Winnipeg Jets win the Cup in 5 over the Detroit Red Wings. Cale Makar plays 5 games, 3 assists. Womp, no goals. So the whole defense looked, and you only play with 5 defensemen. That sounds fantastic to really get far in this playoffs. Now he's a 92 overall at the age of 34, playing Mukhamadullin again, and everybody in this defense looks I don't know what the Avalanche are doing out there with the defensemen, but I don't think you guys are going to be able to do much. They squeak into the playoffs with 91 points, 42, 33, and 7, so we'll take that. And, Cale Makar, I don't know. You're still popping 68 points in 82 games, 1850 at the age of 35, so that's pretty good, and a +2. But 50-point difference in you and Vakanainen, so I don't even know what to say about your team right now. You guys made it past the Stars in the hard-fought 7 games, but fall out to the Edmonton Oilers in 4 games, and the Flyers win the Cup. Makar, again, in the playoffs, is still trying to, produce, but the team just really isn't helping him. He got 9 points overall with 3 goals and 6 apples out of 11 games played, and not much help coming out for him. And Cale Makar, you're getting up there in age, and now you're playing with Jake Bean on the first line. You're age 35. I don't know what else to say to you. Hopefully this is the year you guys start turning it around as your clock is ticking. Can you get another cup? Nope. Colorado misses the playoffs. 85 points, 40, 37, and 5. It's a shame that you guys are wasting Cale Makar's years right now. And he's still producing some decent numbers with 438 for 42 points and 82. As a 36-year-old, you're definitely falling off the cliff right now, and your production is decreasing. But let's see what happens. Well, it looks like Cale Makar is retiring at the season. He is no longer playing anymore, and we have ourselves Cale Makar career coming to an end as he just won a couple of cups, well, like 1 cup and a cup of hardware. But also don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you guys on the next video. All right, take care.